to today's cancer healing journey. Myself, Annie Rose from Community Outreach Team of the and Love Hills Cancer. Cancer Healing Journey Talks helps cancer survivors and caregivers to share their journey with vast number of survivors and caregivers who have traveled or been traveling through this journey. This can inspire and motivate them for their faster recovery as well. I would like to introduce today's speaker, Anirudh Sarkar. He is a cancer caregiver. So, welcome to today's session, Anirudh. So, can you start with the...
Thank you and good afternoon. My daughter now is 11 years old and she was detected blood cancer BALL pre-mature and when she was 9 years old in the year 2020. Suddenly thing is like that. She was complaining of belly pain, and we took her to the doctor, and the doctor checked her. After that, there was a treatment of something is infection in the liver or so. But ultimately, I found her nails and her eyes is bloodless. It is whitish color. So then I consulted Oncology and he suggested me for the blood test of CBC. While I test that blood test and done that blood test, I got the report. The report says her TLC was very less. It was 2.3, which should be 6 to 11. And her platelet was also 40,000. Main thing is neutrophils and these blood parameters are so down. So that time COVID was running. So oncologist first when I took her to the hospital for checking and with the report, they again did the test and they found reports were not so good, but they were, at that symptoms was all matching with the COVID-19 symptoms. So first they tested COVID test and it found positive, and so we were admitted in the hospital called Manipal Union Charitable Hospital. It is in Sector-6, Dwarka, Delhi, New Delhi. And after 10 days, when COVID is over, we got discharged and we are at our home. But after discharge 3-4 days, suddenly one day she was suffering from fever for repeatedly 6 hours. Then again I contacted the oncologist. Then the oncologist is Divya Bansal of Manipal Hospital. He said that you come to the hospital, you might have to be admitted and we will go for bone marrow. Then found pre-BALL, then started, and first 6 months course was given. Because of our age, the dose was less, not so full dose was there, dose was up. But during the 6 months, 6 cycles, first 6 cycles chemo, after 2 cycles, she was suffering from pneumonia, which is one of the side effects of the medicine. So then treatment was going, and she had other side effects of the medicines also, like pain in knee and all these things. Again, and she has, whenever there is any complication, she has to be hospitalized. And to get treated for that side effect. So, but the thing is, what I found, anyone, whoever suffering from their disease and their attendant, they should not be get nervous, and they should not give up, or they should not be broken because of the treatment, because now in India our medicine science are very good, very developed, and I think most of the diseases are treatable. It's matter of time. It will take time, but it all are treatable. And sometimes it doesn't took place, but okay. But the main thing is I found that uh, the patient as well as the attendant has to be so strong, and I think that because of this strongness, what I found, because my daughter is, though she is very little, you can imagine, 9 years old, and but she was very strong, and she was very. Doctors were very surprised that even she has so many chemos through the canal. Two times she has to replace the canal for the chemo channels. So, but she was strong, and even also now after 2 months, she has to get her LP lumbar puncture test done. But she is okay, and every week she has to get her blood test, and but she is very much comfortable at this point of time. Statute, it should not be happen with anyone, but if it is happen with anyone, this is my personal experience. From my personal experience, I am telling that everyone should have to be so strong and determined to kill the disease. This is the main thing, and I think this is the first medication of any disease.
As a caregiver, so what was your emotional well-being throughout the cancer journey? How did you manage your emotional stability?
See, I had a tough time. I had a tough time. I had a tough time because there was no chance of getting emotional. Because my daughter, my wife, I have two daughters, and Tanaya, who is suffering from the BAML, is my younger daughter. My elder daughter also there, and I have to let them literate for this disease and what will be the step. Sometimes they got unrested. What will happen? What is the main? Whether this treatment is going in right direction? Why this is taking so much time? Why is the dose of medicine is so much? So I have so much questions, but I never got angry on them, even on their silly questions, because I know they are also caring for their daughter or their sister, their sister and their sister. But the same time, I have to be make them understand the process of the, because process of this treatment is so long. Because the very first day I was told it will be 2 years to 2.5 years treatment. So it is still going on, and it will finish on November this year. So it will be approximately 2.5 years treatment for my daughter's case. So journey of with this disease was very tough for me, very challenging for me as well as financial also there, because being a private hospital, their charges are very high for
Right.
everything.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. And because of the that situation, COVID situation, I could not admit her into the government hospital. Otherwise, I got a scope to admit in AIMS, who are the best government hospital. Tried my level best to meet all the challenges, and now the situation is she is fine, she is doing well, she is doing her study. Though for this year she will not go offline school, she will be doing online school only. And school management and all the teachers are both very helpful in this manner. And doctors in the hospitals are very helpful. Not only doctors, all the staffs in the hospitals were very, not only were, now also they are very helpful. And I thanks to God that I have got help from every corner from my uh, surrounding. She is Tanaya.
All right. Hi. Hello. Hi, Tanaya.
I faced all the challenges very positively, and I never give up, and neither I have any time any negative thoughts in my mind. And it was very much tough situation, I should say. It is not so easy, but
Right.
one has to be strong so much to handle this, and to beat the disease you have to be so much strong, and I think you will get the result of that. There is
Right.
no chance of getting emotional for that to beat the disease.
Right. So, do you think as a caregiver, like in India, so we have very little support group for caregivers.
Yes.
So, did you find any support group for caregivers during your journey time?
Yes, I felt it. I felt it because see, if a caregiver can guide any patient attendant and the patient, it will be much more easier to the attendant as well as the patient to uh, fight against the disease. Because sometimes
Right.
everything there is no full description from the doctors. They will not say you so much that you can get understand. They will just describe, okay, this is happen and this is the treatment and this is the protocol and you have to maintain it. But during side effects also, even some of the cases, even I found there are people very uh, very scared because the name of the disease is scaring.
Hmm.
If they get guidance, if they get guidance from the from some caring like NGO like your son, so it will be very much helpful to the patient as well as the attendant. It will be a extra supporting for them.
Right. So, did you and Tanaya, did you, the whole family, made any lifestyle changes after she was diagnosed with cancer treatment? The cancer.
Lifestyle, yes, we had to like previously we are very fond of having foods from outside,
Hmm.
and Tanaya is very much loving of spicy foods and all these junk food like chips and all these things, which reduced. And previously we had plastic water bottles for our drinking waters and all these things. So we replace all the bottle to glass bottle. And foods, even initially we used to have, say, if we cook in the afternoon and then we had it for 2 days, that we now for Tanaya it is current food. It will be cooked within 4 hours.
Okay.
So that is the, and otherwise everything is fine. Everything is as usual.
That's great.
And also the timings, the medicine is to be taken regular, and one has to be very careful for the medicine. That should not be missed.
Okay. Yeah, and what will be your message to survivors and caregivers out there?
My message to the survivors as well as the caregivers, that you have to be strong enough, and if you have any problem of understanding the disease, understanding the treatment, you should try for one who is in same side, same treatment line. The doctor, it may be doctor, it may be a senior nurse even, but who is handling the disease regular basis, like any chemo staff of the hospital who is giving chemo daily. They are they will tell you the better. And this is fact that when any one of your family is suffering some serious cases, there will be so many suggestions, so many negative talk, but no one should get affected for that, and don't get annoyed for hearing all this suggestion. It is better to get a, you can allowed, it is in medical, it is allowed, you can have a second of option to check it whether the treatment is going on, and there is no harm of getting checked, and be strong, and I think patient and the attendant will survive.
Right. Yeah. So if you have to summarize your whole journey in one sentence, what would that be?
It is not let me think about. It is a very tough journey, and one has to be strongly handle the journey, and all rest leave to the God.
Right. Yeah. So that's all, Anirudh. Thank you so much for being a part of the session today. And I'm sure that the session will really motivate people out there who's currently going through journey or who has been through the cancer journey. So thank you so much.
Yes, thank you. And I'll be very much happy if you can share my mobile number. If anyone wants to get any suggestion for me, as I am a caregiver, so I will be definitely help
Sure.
anyone.
Yeah, sure, definitely. We will. Thank you.